What is up, everybody? This is Mark the Mike, and this is another The Wrestling Babble podcast by Wrestling Inc. I am Mark the Mike. I'm joined by Lou Beans.
What is up? What is up?
And like always, we have a lot of wrestling to discuss. We got stuff from AEW, we got WWE, we got Impact a little bit, we got dark stuff, we got NXT, better episode of 2.0, I'll say.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, a lot of stuff to talk about. Before we get into that, there was a Survivor Series going to be in Brooklyn. They just tickets went on sale. We actually might go to see Survivor Series, so we don't know yet.
Nice.
Yeah, so AEW invaded New York this week, in Queens, New York, so we'll get into that with Dynamite and Rampage, which they recorded the same day. So basically, if you were there live, you got to see Rampage 2 days before. I did watch Dark Side of the Ring this week. It's about Chris Kanyon. It was an interesting story, a little sad for his stake, because he was kind of wilding too. So like, there's a lot of controversial things that people are like, oh, now we gotta cancel John Cena because he said he was a nobody, and John Cena pretty much was stating that as a talent, as a person in the ring at the time, WWE had no interest in him. Mm-hmm. That's what he said. They didn't fire him because he was gay. They didn't fire him because like that. They fired him because they had no use for him, and he was just causing trouble to himself.
Understood.
And that was something about it. That because he was just doing a lot of crazy shit, and then he was just part of the Howard Stern show for a bit. I think Ric Flair called and said he like a lot of talent. No one really wanted him there either. And even Ric Flair kind of got heat for that, but Ric Flair didn't really say nothing out of the ordinary either. He said, as a person, he loved Kanyon, but as a wrestler, like he was like, nah, right now you're not it.
Mm-hmm.
But they said that, oh, you made me play these characters and stuff like that. But like, yo, this was your idea. It was not our idea, and things like that. But he was like very scared of him being called gay and things like that, and he never really wanted to come out. He used to blame people for things that people catch caught on to and things like that. It was a lot of shit, but it was a good episode. Definitely check it out. I'm actually looking forward to the Luna Vachon episode. That's the one I was like looking forward to the most.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess we could get into the week in wrestling. There was a lot of good wrestling this week. I think everything I will say is a B+ and up.
Yes, sir.
I'll say that. Like, there was a lot of good stuff, a lot of good matches, a lot of good things going on. Monday Night Raw kicked it off with the WWE Champion and the Universal Champion, and they actually, the New Day versus the Bloodline, they kind of like teased Survivor Series right there. And it was a hell of a match. It was a lot of fun. Seeing Roman and Big E go at it, it just excites me because I can't wait to actually be able to have like that one-on-one match now, because Big E fits right in 100%.
True story.
And then even the main, like going towards the main event with Big E, Roman, and Lashley, Big E fit right there with them. It was fucking a good match, and They killed it this week. Monday Night Raw actually had a good show. They still had their issues, but for the most part, it was a very enjoyable Monday Night Raw.
I agree. I still think they gotta fix some of the women's stuff. That tag scene. You gotta have some consistency with your champion, son.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but so we kicked off Universal Champion, the Bloodline, and Roman Reigns versus the Usos, the New Day. And that was fun. The only thing I was a little sad is that Big E don't have a NWO outfit. But I do like I do like his Fuji's thing. But I was like, yo, yeah, you back to the New Day. You need to be like Madness Macho Man or fuck Hogan. I'm sorry, but no.
Shout outs to the Madness that was at AEW this week. I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah. Actually, he shouted out the New Day. Dax. He shouted out the New Day. He's like, one day we'll meet again, and it'll be Wolfpack versus Hollywood.
Oh yeah. That was cool, folks.
That was cool. Then we got Doudrop defeating Eva Marie.
Is she dead yet? What's going on? What's happening?
I think she gonna have. Bet you they're gonna have one more match.
I mean, I guess so, right? Whatever.
I bet one more match. Yeah, do drop one. I don't care. Raw Tag Team Champion Randy Orton versus AJ Styles. Really good match. I like when Randy is a very fun Randy. Like he actually wants to wrestle. He makes really good matches when he's in that mentality. And lately he's been in that mentality. He's been really good with it. Really good match between AJ and Randy Orton.
Yes, sir.
We got Shayna Baszler versus Nia Jax, and this went to more of a storyline of Nia getting taken out by Shayna Baszler's arm. That was actually cool.
She tried to kill her. Listen, I'm just saying realistically, the way you step on somebody's arm like that, you about to break something off.
Yeah.
Jesus, they need to get her in some handcuffs ASAP. That woman is crazy.
Yeah.
But I like it, so it's good.
It was good. We got Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo defeat Mansoor and Mustafa Ali. I actually liked the pairing a lot, and I thought they were fucking good.
I just thought why it take so long? Because for the longest time they were against each other.
Yeah.
Remember when Andrade was trying to kill Humberto?
Yeah.
He tried to kill Rey Mysterio. That was the time. So I don't. Whatever. I'm happy to see that they're finally together, and hopefully they can do some really good things.
Yeah, same here. I actually liked the tag team finish. I thought it would look vicious.
Mm-hmm.
But why you gotta do Ali like that?
I know.
Anyway,
can't catch a break.
Yeah. Rhea Ripley and Nikki Ash defeat the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions Natalya and Tamina.
Weakest champions ever. How dare they?
They cannot win a match. Once they got the gold, they couldn't win a match.
Yeah, that was the entire thing. It's so weird.
Yeah.
It just bums me out, is all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's all.
Then we got the Raw Women's Champion Flair played in Mind Games with her own Alexa Bliss. I actually liked the promo segment. There was some controversial bullshit with Dave Meltzer saying 1,200 people left during this segment, and I actually watched. I looked at the crowd, and the crowd did not move. So I don't know who's telling the truth right there.
I have no idea, but as a fan, it was a good segment.
I thought it was good.
I want to give props to Charlotte, and I want to give props to Alexa Bliss because they got heated. I like the back and forth between them, as it should be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Give you something to feel when it's time for these championship matches instead of the same thing of I'm better than you. And no, they just they don't like each other, and that's good. You know what I mean? So I like that.
Me too. We got Jeff Hardy defeating Sheamus to be added to the United States Championship match at Extreme Rules. I'm fine with that.
I mean, why they gotta do Sheamus so good? That's all. The storyline wise, I think they said he broke his nose. He re-broke his nose.
Yeah.
So.
One thing I'll give them credit is the fact that give the announcers credit. They did mention their history back on SmackDown. They did mention the barroom brawl and things like that. So I like the fact that they actually brought in the past because they usually won't do that.
That's true.
But yeah, I'm fine with Jeff Hardy being added to that. That's gonna be a fun match.
Mm-hmm.
And then our main event. Our main event was Big E, Bobby Lashley, and Roman Reigns in a triple threat match. Roman Reigns wins, but this was one hell of a fucking match.
I agree. Very, very good match. You skipped over the part where Bobby Lashley got involved in the first match.
Oh, yeah, yes.
And that was a big storyline thing, and it went to this match.
Yes.
And so you had basically 3 champion-level contenders fighting each other.
Yep.
But it's not their fault, but they did put out some stuff from the dark shows, I guess, whatever they do. So they've been fighting each other recently. So that's pretty cool. I love the Big E dancing in the background in some of the videos that's been posted. So
yeah, he was dancing to Roman Reigns' theme, and he was humping. That shit was funny.
Pretty funny. So I mean, they got a little bit of time to feel each other out, and it was a good match. I like everything about it. I thought it was great. Yeah.
Roman Reigns stays on top, and Roman Reigns. I guess this was a week of Reigns because he's been winning this week.
Yes, sir.
But really good stuff. I actually was really happy with that. It was good. What else we got? So that's Monday Night Raw. I give Raw. I liked most of the show. There was not a lot I did not like. Maybe the tag champions, just the fact that they were inconsistently booked. Other than that, I'm happy Rhea and Nikki Cross won it, and then they went to SmackDown and defended it, and they got a new fight going on right there too. So I was like a little happy with that. So it is what it is. I'm gonna give it an A-.
Aside from the tag stuff and the dewdrop stuff, which I really don't care for right now. They need to stop doing that woman wrong and just call her Piper Niven, please.
Yeah.
Just end this, okay? But other than that stuff, it was a good show. I really liked it. I'd probably give it a B+.
B+.
Again, they got stuff that shouldn't. At this point, we shouldn't have to keep saying fix certain things. So that's about all the reason I give it. Because it's one of the champions, man. What's up?
Yeah, very good show. I actually like the Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler thing more than I thought I would.
Yeah, I did too.
I want to skip, so kind of like a Cody Rhodes.
Oh, it's old Shayna.
Yeah,
it's old Shayna. She's trying to kill somebody.
Exactly, and that's the Shayna we need. So get her back up there.
True story.
I did like that. I did like that a lot. That's the reason why I'm kind of giving it a little higher. Just the fact that there were some consistent storylines building, and then good matches like Orton, AJ, good match. The New Day versus Bloodline. For a fact that was gonna be a good match because it's Usos, New Day, and then Roman adding to the mix. It just makes it a lot more fun. And then the main event. The one thing that the main event proved, and just seeing Big E with the world title, and then seeing Big E fight with the three big, I guess the two big world champions of this year so far, is Roman and Bobby Lashley, and just see how much he actually mixes with them really well.
Yeah, I agree.
Like seeing fucking Big E like suplexing both all like the belly to bellies and shit like that. That shit had me hyped.
Mm-hmm.
So I like that. It was actually really cool. So yeah. I'm gonna kick my A-. I think Raw did a lot better than the last couple of years, the last couple of months. So I'm gonna keep that score.
It's been on a little bit of a roll, so I'm happy for them.
Yeah, me too. The Raw, I think the draft is next week, so we're gonna see some changes.
Yeah, the first official graphics they showed on Friday. So
we go to NXT 2.0. We kick off with Roderick Strong defeating Kushida for the NXT Cruiserweight Championship.
Yes, sir. Good ass match. Damn near one of my favorite matches this week. I had shenanigans. I had two of the best wrestlers out there right now. Gotta just give them their credit.
So these are gonna be my gripes with NXT 2.0 right now, and there's things that are just a little annoying me. I kind of miss the match focal points. Like I wish the matches are a bit more as a focal point, and it's not. And then my other thing is I don't like the camera angles.
It's still there? Yeah. Yes.
I'm not crazy about the side view camera angle. I feel like it's weird.
I'm still not crazy about some of the cuts.
Yeah.
They still had some of that this week. So
yeah. So good match. But yeah, I feel like some of the camera angles kind of like messed it up for me, and they were too focused on the people outside than the people in the ring sometimes. So that kind of annoyed me as well. So but the match itself was really good, and Roger Strong, your new Cruiserweight champion.
Yes, sir.
What else? We got Kaylee Ray versus Amari Miller. That was okay.
That was a murder.
Yeah, pretty much.
She came out nice and hype. She had her little showcase, but man, I have to shame myself by saying I did not watch UK a lot to see her beat the hell out of people. But when I do see Kaylee Ray, like she's really, really good. So.
Oh, she's evil. Think of female Sheamus.
Oh yeah, okay.
She's female shaming. She's gonna beat your ass.
So that's what we got.
She's from she's Scotland, I think.
How far are they? They're Nikki Cross. And,
she's more she's more Nikki Cross. And
what's we call it? McIntyre. Right. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. We had Dante Chin versus T Tay Baxter. I actually thought the match was okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see the good dude looks good. He looked good. I can't say nothing bad. That much bad. I forgot to mention in the beginning of the show, we kicked off with a lot of new faces, and then Tommaso Ciampa comes out and kind of like talks to them, I guess, or just like berates them or whatever you want to call it. And then you had Steiner and him kind of going for the tag team, and then they help each other out, and then it leads into the tag team for the end of the night. Because Pete Dunne was like, "No, fuck you," and I'll the title. You have Joe Gase versus Cameron Grimes. Joe Gase has this like woke character and stuff like that, and it's already getting controversial shit. So, I guess he made headlines.
It's working. It's working. Nice.
Good match.
Yeah, definitely. I thought he was gonna win because it was a debuting character. Because the last time we saw him, he was just himself.
Yeah.
So. That was my only he didn't win. Okay.
Yeah. So. Then we got Elektra Lopez versus Ann Shear. Ann Shear? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a complaint.
Wasn't that the girl from 2 weeks ago, I think it was?
I think so. So
the newer girl. Yeah.
Yeah. So I have an issue with Elektra Lopez. So this is something that I just saw, and it was just like, why did that first move didn't end the match, but you did two other sloppy moves that finished the match? She did a really good, I forgot, it was kind of like a suplex thing that looked fucking mean as shit. Which should have finished the match, because then she picked her back up and then botched two moves to finish her. And that just bothered me. And I was like,
I feel you.
So that was my own complaint. She looked good. I don't know maybe she had a kid, or maybe I don't know what happened to her, because I remember her being she looked a lot more better quite a few years ago. That's just me.
I don't know what bearing the kid thing.
I don't know. Maybe she gained, she looks different. She don't look the same that she used to look. She had a different look before. Because I remember her wrestling I think she wrestled Ember Moon or Mandy Rose or Sonya Deville on NXT or some shit like that. So I remember her being there. She just looked different. So now she looks completely different. Yeah. So use that first move that you did that looked really good. Do that move and don't do the two things you botched. That's all I have to say. But then again, I even BFAB wasn't that great either. So I'm just saying. True story. Odyssey Jones defeats Carrie Millman and Darren Champlin. He just murdered them, man. I like him, though. I do like him. He seems like a faster Mark Henry.
I mean, well, isn't he
Yeah.
Isn't he as young, but just... Not only is he known for his power, but he's also known for being almost a hybrid. Yeah, I see the comparison, but this dude is something else.
I'm just saying, I let go of Bronson Reed, and that could have been a crazy ass match right there.
This is true.
We got introduced to Toxic Attraction.
So now they have a name, a full name or whatever, to brand it by.
They're hot. Guess. I don't mind Mandy on the road.
That's your opinion. If you like him, it is what it is. I didn't say anything. I just want to see Mandy on a television screen. That's it.
Mandy looks great. I actually like her with the dark hair.
I like her with hair. I don't really care. It's Mandy Rhodes.
Don't introduce her to Matt Hardy.
But here's my thing when it comes to certain people. It's just yeah, she changed her hair color, but guess what? She was already hot. She's still hot. Yeah. It don't matter.
She looks like she's dope. It looks like she's doing the extra tanning shit to look like Spanish. She kind of looks Spanish.
I don't know.
I don't know.
That I don't get, but I see the extra effort to look like at least like there's a little bit of like, oh man, she'll get you with something if you don't watch her.
Yeah, she gonna stab you.
She got a fork in her trunks. You know what I'm saying? She picked up a few tricks.
Yeah.
So that's what I see now in the new Mandy. I see that dark edge. So I just want to see her. Yep. I get that she's running the faction. She's the head of the faction, right? But I kind of just want to be to see her like shank somebody in the backstage area. Just like get you.
She don't have to take a title. She's got to murder you.
It's just like she said the wrong thing to Mandy, and she's waiting for you in your dressing room when the match is over. Like, how you get in here?
Yeah.
Aren't you in the ring? Don't worry about it. Oh!
I don't mind it. It is what it is. They challenged Zoe Stark and Io Shirai for the tag titles, which I think we're getting next week. So
now tell me, did they win anything? Because I need to know: are people winning matches and getting title shots, or are they just getting title shots?
So from my study of WWE right now, Zelina Vega has lost 9 out of the last 10 matches.
That's a lot.
And got 2 title shots between the first win. So I'm just saying.
You don't gotta win.
You don't gotta win. You just gotta be like, I want the title shot. All right, I guess.
You just show up to work. Okay.
It was like your funeral, I guess. And then
I mean, but you see what I'm saying, Mark? Yeah. Is that okay? If you do that, but at the same time, hand me champions who lose one match.
Yeah.
Then anything is possible.
Yeah.
That's what they're basically telling me.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, at least as far as the women are going, anything is possible. Because Roman is like we just lost Bobby as the dominant champion for Raw, right?
Yeah.
But dominant champions, there's the shining examples of Roman Reigns, and there was Bobby Lashley.
Yeah.
Nobody else really is. I mean, there are other people who are champion that won their matches, but I'm talking about dominant.
So, I will say Bobby was not as dominant as Roman.
Well, he had MVP to cheat for him, but still.
No, it was the fact that, remember, he lost the title to The Miz this year, too.
No, he
got the title.
He stole it from The Miz. Well, he helped him. It was a deal made.
Exactly.
No, he's had his title. The only way he
remember the time,
he had to get past Drew.
Remember the ladies?
Sometimes. I remember these ladies. Yes, I do.
And he lost to Xavier Woods.
We don't talk about that. That was a non-title match. Come on, man, you can't do that.
Xavier Woods king of the ring. I'm just saying.
Can't do that. Has Roman lost any non-title matches this entire time he has been champion?
He has lost tag matches, and he never took the loss. It was the Usos that took the loss.
So yeah, he definitely has the most dominant, obviously, because he's never been pinned, right?
No, he has not been pinned or submitted.
Yeah, because even in the match when Edge caught him with the thing in his mouth, like he didn't lose that match. So yeah.
Yep. And then our main event of NXT 2.0, which I'm just going to call NXT. I don't hate the 2.0. Tommaso Ciampa and Braun Breaker versus Pete Dunne and Rich Holland. I actually thought the match was good.
I agree.
Fun tag match. I think it was one of the better tag matches of this week.
Mm-hmm.
Fun match. Again, I have nothing to say bad about Steiner. I like him. I think he has potential. He needs to be worked more with the vets and stuff like that. I think he's gonna learn a lot, and I think he has it. So we're gonna see some good stuff out of him. I think I could see him actually being a surprise draft pick as well, because I think they're gonna rush him fast. I have a feeling they're gonna rush him. He should not be rushed, but I have a feeling they're gonna rush him.
I have my positive feelings on the guy as a talent already, so that's good. But as far as rushing him, we did discuss it a little bit last week, and I basically have my feelings on that. I know they're going, like you said, they're going to. I think he should at least be NXT champion at some point.
Me too. I feel like there's potential there that you could probably keep him maybe a good 6 months.
Mm-mm.
Let him have a title. Let him get the title. I'll say let him have like maybe two out of three matches with Tommaso Ciampa. Get him to learn.
Yeah, so
Maybe lose
exactly.
the first match. Maybe get a surprise non-title match win, and then get back into it and get the title from him. But I feel like
something.
Yeah, because I feel like you could learn a lot from Tommaso Ciampa, especially in that situation. So there's a lot to be learned, and he needs to learn. So I will say that and that much. Do I enjoy him? Yeah, I actually think he's probably the better one of the new people that I've seen on NXT 2.0. The rest of them are just like, whatever. So he's the only one that kind of got like, all right, I see the potential in him. See where they go with that. So anyway, and then also we got announced that Raquel Gonzalez and Frankie Monet is gonna fight next week for the NXT Women's Championship.
Okay. Again, that's another one. Though, has she won anything? I don't remember. Because all I really
she has
remember...
not won one. No, she has won matches. She just hasn't been like on like any known people fighting.
Yeah. You're right.
But she has won matches.
This is true.
Before we go into AEW, that was something that I was supposed to bring up in the news area, but I forgot. Owen Hart, his wife gave permission to AEW, and they signed the contract that Owen Hart, likenesses and like memorabilia and things like that is going to be made by AEW, and AEW is going to be able to use the Owen Hart name for future stuff, which they're planning a yearly tradition with an Owen Hart wrestling tournament.
That's cool.
I'm actually excited for that. They said so there was a lot of news of his wife forgiving WWE for everything that's happened, stuff like that. So everyone put two together, like, he's gonna go to the WWE Hall of Fame. Before I heard that, I knew for a fact it's not gonna be a signing thing for WWE. Then the potential thing of going to AEW, I was like, that actually makes a lot of sense, because I think AEW got a lot of great feedback on how they handled Brody Lee, that a lot of people trust them. And that's the reason why CM Punk came back. That's the reason why Daniel Bryan is there now. They showed that they actually care about their talent. They showed that they actually care about the family of the talent, and they want to be there for them. And that's something that I think Owen Hart's family liked. And I think that's the reason why they chose AEW, and it makes a lot of sense. And I'm all for it, because I would love to see some Owen Hart action figures. I would love to see some memorabilia with Owen Hart, because he was always one of my favorites, and I'm excited to actually see him get celebrated, and that's actually a really cool thing.
Yeah, I agree, 100%.
Yeah. So that was something cool that came out this week, and then And also they announced that he'll be featuring in their Legends of in AEW's video game. So they already announced him for the new video game.
That's cool.
So that's cool. So I guess we go into AEW. Oh, where you get NXT 2.0?
For this week, I give it a B+. Very solid show.
I'll give it the same score, a B+. I thought they did a better job in presenting things. Still have my issues here and there. The camera angles had to. I think you're right with a lot of the cutting and just the certain camera angles I just don't like. That's my only big gripe with it. So AEW Dynamite, we are in New York City in Queens. They're in this tennis hall.
Arthur Ashe Stadium.
Yeah, so it's a tennis for. They do a lot of tennis tournaments and stuff like that. From what I looked at, the way the crowd looked, because Joshy and my boy Aaron went there. Mako, he was there. They were there. They had a good time. I was supposed to be there, but my kitty got hurt, and I didn't take care of her. But yeah, it looked really cool. It looked like there was no bad seat in that building. I think what AEW is doing with the buildings they've been choosing is the way the seats are set up. The seats had to be set up straight up and not like. So, all right. So that stadium, every seat is higher than the other. So basically, you're all looking down, and you all could look at the same thing. As in, some places are more stretched out, so the further you are, it's harder to see. As in, that venue, you can see everything, even if you're in the bad seats.
Also, they did some of the. I appreciate the promo they were doing on their social media with some of the people involved at the stadium.
Yeah,
because I think they were showing about to help with visibility. They had this new system with the screens and stuff.
Yeah,
and, like, they look great.
All the screens looked amazing. They were freaking huge. You were able to see from any. If you had if you paid like $20 seat kind of thing, you still will enjoy the hell of the show, because even from where Josh was pretty high up, but even from his pictures wise, he still got really good quality videos and pictures and stuff like that. So I was like, that's actually really cool. And then I also liked the ramp. I thought the ramp was actually really cool.
I will say this to give them the utmost credit. I don't know if this was on purpose. That event reminded me of New Japan.
Yeah.
Like the entire thing, especially with the first match and everything.
Yeah.
With that ramp,
yeah.
I was like, did they get New Japan's like production for that? Because that's exactly what that reminded me of.
I did like cool. the LCD video on the ramp. I actually thought it looked really cool. So, and then especially with the champions, when the champion came out, you saw the title on the ramp. That was actually really cool.
I agree. Good job.
So presentation wise, you get an A. That was probably some of the best presentation AEW has done.
Sure.
Other than that, we go to the show. We kick off with Kenny Omega versus the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson, aka Daniel Bryan. I was actually looking forward to this match. This is I think the first Dynamite I actually watched live.
Okay.
Gotcha. I usually wait the next day to watch it just because to spite them because of NXT. My little way of saying fuck you. But nah, I actually enjoy AEW as well. So, but I usually watch the next day because I can focus more on the show instead of live, and then I usually watch a movie with Jackie on Wednesday nights and shit. So it's not a problem because the NXT is on Tuesday now. So, so usually Tuesdays we will watch a movie, and then Wednesdays we watch NXT. But that changed things. So
too much that damn wrestling.
Exactly. So AEW, so Daniel Bryan, Kenny Omega kicked it off. I'll say 100%, probably one of the best AEW wrestling TV matches I've ever seen.
I agree.
Like, it's number one. Like, I feel like, and the one thing I was explaining to you earlier, and I've seen a lot of people bitching about the draw. I see a lot of people like that. One thing I give credit, and I'm going to have to credit's due. AEW always announces they do have time limit in their matches. The matches have 20-minute time limits. The matches have 30-minute time limit. As long as you state that before the match, if it's a draw, because the time limit, I 100% understand, because you told me before the match there is a time limit to this match.
Yes, sir.
But match was fantastic. Like I'll say, try not to break your neck doing the top rope fucking suplexes, please. I would like to see more matches out of you. Other than that, like, they beat the shit out of each other, and I enjoyed every moment of it.
Yes, sir. I really liked. I didn't notice the little dragon on his kick pads were a reference to the American Dragon thing. I just know that's his nickname, right?
Yeah.
But I've never seen those matches. Maybe like one versus Samoa Joe, I think it was.
Yeah.
But I thought that was cool. I thought Kenny's gear was cool. I don't know what it was referencing, but it was cool. I was like, why is it like a blood in the crypt fighting?
Yeah.
Well, he was a burgundy crypt. I don't know what that was about.
Yeah.
Like, I liked the feel of the match. Again, it felt like a New Japan match. It felt like the cleaner Kenny.
Yeah.
That's what I liked, and that's what I wanted Bryan to bring out of him, and he did. So, like, it felt like a different Kenny Omega. And, like, that's the one that I feel like that's the one that everybody keeps calling the best in the world. The one that we see recently is, he's in his character phase, hanging out with his homeboys.
Yeah.
So he's having fun. that guy he fought, that was the guy that people argue is the best wrestler. So
Yeah.
like that I like the match because that's the feeling I got.
Yeah. I like
And other than that, I thought it was good.
This was like just a taste. So this was like your mom's making spaghetti sauce, and she give you a spoon just to taste if you needed anything. This is pretty much that was that.
Are you saying this is the prelude to mom's spaghetti? Is that what you
Damn right. Like the traditional sauce kind of shit. Like you got a taste of it, and it's gonna go into something really a lot more better. Mm-hmm. And you cannot not do. So now the fact that you had a time limit draw, your next match has to be an Iron Man match.
It should be. I agree.
It can't be nothing else but an Iron Man match, because the fact that they lost by a time limit draw, you have to have a match that extends the time limit and that they could just go at it all fucking night.
Why not? Let's do it.
Yo, seriously, if they do it on a Dynamite, I will watch a 2-hour Dynamite of Daniel Bryan versus Kenny Omega. They might die after that match, but I'll watch it.
I mean, let that be his. No, it can't be his retirement match. It's too soon.
But it was a hell of a match, and it was amazing to see. I really enjoyed it. So yes, that was. If you have not watched it, I suggest watching that. That was like a pure wrestling match, and this is why I love Daniel Bryan. Like, he brings that out of people. He brings that intensity out of people, and that's something I always loved about him in WWE, and I loved him for that now. So that was the best I've seen Kenny Omega as well. So in a long time.
I would definitely agree with that.
And then we get in the ring with CM Punk. Spoke ahead of his match against Hobbs, and then Hobbs beat him up.
That's funny.
Yeah. We got MJF versus Brian Pillman.
Yes, sir. I told you. You said you didn't see it, right?
I kind of dozed off on it twice. I watched the match, but I was not that much connected to it. As much as I think I understand what you were saying, so I kind of agree. Those are the spots I have to rewatch. I'm like, all right, I get that. But the rest of the match, I wasn't 100% into it.
Yeah, I can understand it. It wasn't Pillman ain't there yet, right? That's just you're not there watching for Pillman. But it was the one thing I noticed that he's very good at is that he has that old school type of real, just almost like America's sweetheart type of good guy. So him versus the heathen, the one who says F off to his own mom, MJF.
Yeah.
Which I thought was great. It felt really good. It felt really good guy, bad guy, like in a classic sort of way. And I think that MJF is one of the best people to do that.
Yeah.
So that's why I really give credit, especially in this match, because it just like you said, I get that they're just trying to hype Pillman for something, right?
Yeah.
Give him a little shine. You might not be into him, but for this type of match, it was pretty good.
Yeah. And also, I feel like I kind of knew MJF was going to pull off the win. So it was like there was not going to be a surprise.
He was dastardly. That's all I'm going to say. At least he earned it.
Yeah, exactly. But I knew he was going to win the match. We got Alex Marvez talking to Chris Jericho and Jack Hager. They had a promo. Then you got the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes versus Malachi Black.
I thought the match was all right, but the one thing I have to give credit for is I think so far this was Malachi Black's best, like the coolest looking of his entrances. I like the red light, like the smoking. Yeah, he's real good with that. That's all I got to say, dude.
Oh, cool. I like the match. I like parts of the match. There was things that, again, I don't. So, my shit with Cody Rhodes is I don't like the pretentious character he is. So basically, he lost me a long time ago. And honestly, hearing the New York crowd, they kind of lost them too.
Oh yeah, that made it even better. I love that. I was dying laughing.
So there was a lot of like boo for him and stuff like that, which kind of made me happy. But also seeing him get kicked in the head, that made me happy as well. I feel Brandy Rhodes should get kicked in the head as well. She should not be going in the ring, man, after you had a baby. and flipping the man off and he dangerous, and he missing an eye, and he has a red eye, and he ain't gonna see you the same way that a regular person gonna see you. He's just gonna see you as a padding for his foot. So, and then why you bring a drunk Arn Anderson out on the stage? He's falling everywhere, looking like a tortoise.
That was priceless. Arn Anderson falling was probably the moment of the night.
That was my favorite part of the match. Yo, he fell. I was like, what the fuck? Like, what happened? And no one touched you.
And they tried so hard not to bring it up on commentary, but at one point
he was so mad. He was so mad. He yelled at Cody. He's like, "Don't worry about me, go on." I was like, "You bust your ass, you old fucks." Oh man, that made me laugh so much. I think I lost interest. I lost track just to see that. I rewinded just to see him fall. I feel fucked up for that, but I did. He looked like a tortoise. Like, my back, I can't get up.
I can't get up.
Yeah, Brandy Rhodes, she got kicked in the head just because she came in the ring, and I feel like that's missing. She has a receipt to receive, and match was okay. I wish she didn't win with roll up. I wish she actually took the black mass and took him out. 100%.
That's like the one thing that you want. You were there for everybody was there for that.
Yeah.
Especially that New York crowd. They were there for that. So I could get feeling disappointed. I'm just happy he won.
Yeah.
But yeah, it wasn't the best. I could say their other match was better.
Yeah.
As a match, but like that entrance was really good though.
I also had with Cody's like Arsenal shit, I hate overly like I hate overly complicated moves. Like they have they're complicated moves, but has no meaning for it. Like I hate Cody Rhodes like top rope RKO. I hate it. You want to know why? Because you're hurting your fucking self doing this shit, and I hate that move. I hate when Randy Orton like misses or RKO and he acts like he's hurt. But then when he actually lands the RKO, he gets right back up. That bothers the shit out of me. And that I tell you, that bothers the shit out of me to a point that I remember AJ Styles, and this is 100%. And I probably said this on the podcast before. It was AJ Styles versus Randy Orton, and AJ Styles faked doing the phenomenal forearm.
They did that this week. I just want to point that out. Yeah. They did that again, but they did a little nod to each other.
And then he landed, and he went for the RKO, landed on his back, but he sold his back. He's like, "Oh, my back." I was like, but then you did the RKO, same fucking length, and then you're not hurt. You get right back up. I was like, yo, what, you get back pains when you miss?
Only.
So then Cody Rhodes just overly does the shit. He does the fucking on top rope, catches the RKO. I was like, yo, you're hurting yourself more than you're hurting an actual wrestler. 100%. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I feel like, I was like, I should be able to pin you because you just land on your back from the top rope.
You right.
I'm just saying, like, this is reality of wrestling to me. Like, that looks like it hurts more than me. But yeah, I hate overly complicated moves, and not just of Cody Rhodes. I just hate when there's too much shit just to do one move. Mm-hmm. Like, the one person I give credit to is Ray Phoenix, just because how smooth he does it.
I can see that.
Other than that, because as smooth as he does it, it looks very impactful when he does it.
That and he's just good at what he does.
Yeah, he just defies gravity, and that's the problem. Ray Phoenix still listen to the gravity rules. Like, I'm gonna float here and then bring you down.
Yes, anyway.
So yeah, I had my issues with the match. Arn Anderson falling was the funniest part of this match, and he looked like a tortoise. I'm just bring that up again, and it made me laugh. FTR versus Sting and Darby Allin. I liked the match. I thought it was this is. I thought they made Sting look like prime Sting, like 30-year-old Sting. I give them 100. FTR 100% credit. You made Sting look like he was in his prime.
True enough.
Like
he hasn't looked bad since he came back though.
No, but they made him look super strong.
Well, he kind of nose
Yeah.
would go into a table like 2 weeks ago,
Yeah, he
and
did do that.
he's he hasn't looked like a weak person this entire
Yeah.
time. And actually, almost every time they fight, is Darby that loses.
Yeah.
So
But I feel like they did him a good favor. Like they made him look extremely good in this match, and I actually enjoyed it. I thought it was a fun tag match.
I thought it was like that the one real good point of the match. I thought it was fun.
Yeah.
Like everybody had their little spots and whatnot, and it just looks. It just was set up right.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that.
And one thing I give a lot of credit to is the crowd was so behind Sting. Like Sting was getting pop. I think Sting probably had one of the highest pops of the night.
Why not? He's Sting.
Yeah, man. So I liked it, but it was good. And then we get our main event. We got AEW Women's Champion, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, versus Ruby Soho.
I'm mad they cut the song.
Yeah.
When it was about to go again.
Yeah.
Just let the crowd sing.
Yeah, exactly.
As far as the match wise, I thought for me it was a match of two halves.
Okay.
And there was like a turning point where I thought it started off really good, and then it started to like slow down, and then it was just like when the interference got to be a thing, and that was a little messy. It was like at a certain point, I can't say exactly how long the match was. It wasn't 20 minutes. It was like maybe 15 or so.
It was a good 15 minutes.
So maybe about 8 or so minutes in is like where it started to lose its luster for me.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't a train wreck, but it was literally just like, this isn't that great because the way the outside stuff. At one point, and somebody might be able to call me out, but I think Hater was literally like right next to her as Aubrey was there, and it's like y'all gotta coordinate a little better.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, I agree with that, and that's something I caught on and kind of like threw me off too. It was like, yo, why the ref is like right next to her and y'all doing shit? Yeah, I ain't gonna call it. There's there's DQs in title matches, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yeah, that was something that bothered me. I felt like again, like the beginning of the match, it started off really well. It kind of drifted off. Hopefully they get another chance to run it. There'll probably be a better match if they kind of have the feel for each other. I know they haven't wrestled in a long time, so
I have to give credit though. They did make Ruby look tough as hell because at the end of the match she got beat up.
Yeah.
And she kept kicking the hell out, and I was like, all right, at least they're giving you the impression that Ruby is not a pushover.
No, and she looked strong. She looked really strong. I just didn't feel like the second half of the match. I was just off of it. It was not. I
like when she kicked when she kneed Reba and Reba died on the ropes.
Yep.
That had me dying.
She died.
She was supposed to fall out of the ring,
Yeah.
but she just stops in the middle of the ropes and just was dead. And I was like, oh my god, what? All right.
I would like a match between them two with no shenanigans. So without
put them in a
two
cage.
extra people. Yeah.
Put them in a cage.
Put them in the Shark Tank.
Oh shit.
Bring the Shark Tank to AEW.
Two Shark Tanks.
Two Shark Tanks. Oh no, you put them in one. You can't. That's money right there.
You can't put them in one because they'll scheme and get out. Reba somehow sneak something in there.
They gonna fall off like it was like 20 feet up.
Remember what happened with Enzo?
Yeah,
when they put him in there, he found a way out.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
He was dangling. Oh my god.
Yeah. So it was good. It wasn't the best main event. I think they again like they still have work to be done.
I give credit for at least giving them the shine. I'll do that too. Give them credit for the shine.
No, it was fun. It was a good show. Again, I had issues with I don't want them to die. They're trying to kill each other.
I agree.
Stop landing each other's necks, yo. That's not good. The neck is not springy.
They're going too hard.
Yeah. But yeah, AEW, where you give it?
I give it a B+.
B+. I'm gonna lean with an A- just cause that fucking Daniel Bryan Omega match, like that set up the tone for me. And then I actually really enjoyed the FTR Sting and Darby. Like it reminded me of like an old school WCW tag, like a random tag match with Sting in it. And that's what kind of like Lex Luger and Sting versus like the Booker T and Stevie Ray kind of shit. Like that's what it kind of reminded me of. It had that feel to it, and I appreciated that feel. I enjoyed it. So I enjoyed MJF and Brian Pillman Jr. I think I have to rewatch it just to see the little antics he did, but I did not appreciate it when I first watched it, so I may have to look at it again. Other than that, it was a decent show for Queens, New York, and stuff like that. The crowd was really into it, so I'll give it that credit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it A-. I'll leave it an A-.
And because I watched all that stuff and Rampage was 2 hours this week, I did not get to see Dark.
Yeah.
So I don't have.
I know -1 came back for Ty Conti this week.
Really? Okay. Yes. Oh man, he wasn't on Rampage.
I know. I'm mad that he didn't slap these motherfuckers up.
Friday's a school night. It was not a school night. He should have been there. Ooh.
Well, it was Wednesday, technically.
No. Oh, Rampage was on Wednesday. I got you.
But he was on the early show. Because he was on Dark. They recorded Dark that same day, too.
Do you remember if it was regular Dark or if it was Dark Elevation?
Elevation, I think, is recorded.
Because, they got 2 of them.
Did you check out the studio show or no?
No, I didn't get to see it.
Oh, okay. All right. So, yeah,
I'll probably look at it today to see. Because it's on YouTube.
Yeah.
Why not?
I haven't watched it either. So, I guess we go to SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
SmackDown kicks off with Becky Lynch and Bianca Belair. They go both at it with promos and stuff like that. But this time, Bianca wins and catches her with her finisher. And actually, Becky took it really well.
I'm just mad that Becky was talking so much smack.
Yeah.
I like the way she was emoting this week because you look at her face while Bianca was talking and Becky was just looking upset. I was like, I love this. Don't talk. Bianca's has never really been bad at talking smack, but they've got to her and Becky are at a level right now where that whole thing was fun. So I liked it.
And then we got our first title match of the night. We had the Intercontinental Championship match. King Nakamura defeats Apollo Crews. I thought the match was actually pretty cool. Seeing Rick Boogs lift that big motherfucker was great.
Yes. I told you, don't sleep on Boogs.
Boogs looks strong.
He is. That is a big boy, and he is a strong man. So.
Yeah. Zelina Vega wins her first match since coming back to WWE.
Damn, it's taking a while.
Like I said,
what does this even mean? Here's my thing. Does Liv Morgan not get her match on Extreme Rules?
No,
now?
it's still there. It's still there.
So what the hell was the?
Well, Carmella cost her. Carmella kind of cost her the match.
But I'm just saying. But there was no DQ, so she didn't win. She did. Liv Morgan did lose the match.
Yeah.
There was no stipulation. It was just, you gotta fight me before you fight Carmella. That's it.
Yeah, that's pretty much.
Oh, come on. Man.
They did talk about that last week. Like, I'm gonna fight you first.
It just felt like it had no consequence because
Yeah.
she's still gonna fight Carmella. What?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. Glad to see him on television, right? It was an all right match.
Oh yeah, and we had a Tony Storm sighting playing the air guitar with Bogues and Nakamura.
This poor girl. Is it her accent? Do they feel they have too many people on television with accents they can't give Tony Storm some airtime?
I'm just saying, Naomi came out looking for a match and she had nobody, and Tony Storm was just air guitaring backstage. So, just saying, there was a potential match right there.
You right. And that could have been a good damn match too.
Yeah. So.
I mean, they did tease Sonya. I don't know.
Yeah. Naomi's just gonna beat the shit out of her. She's gonna do the.
I hope so.
She's gonna poke her in the eye.
I hope she does. Well, there's no ropes backstage, so she can't do the flip on her. I hope she stands on a crate and flips on her.
The milk crate challenge and fall on her.
No, don't you dare. No, you know what? You know what's messed up is that Naomi she has probably more than enough balance that she could just do some crazy stuff with a milk crate.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Don't do that. That's dangerous. Stop.
We got Happy Corbin introducing his new show, The Happy Talk.
Why his set look so put together though? That's messed up.
Because he's happy and he rich, so he paid the extra money for these seats.
He has a better set than the KO show, then Miz TV. He's got like those luxury chairs, like goddamn hat rack, lights.
Yep.
And look, he might have had a nicer carpet than anybody else. I'm just saying, he paid some real money.
Yeah. And then we got.
So what he do to KO? What happened?
They beat the shit out of KO, and this guy came back. What was his name? Keith. Oh, yep. Riddick Moss
came back.
Yep.
Is this his first sighting since Underground?
Yeah.
Damn, that's been a while.
Yeah.
Aziz been doing work. What happened to Riddick Moss?
Nikki Ash defeats Natalya.
Can't catch a win, Natalya. I feel for you.
Yeah. I actually thought she was going to get the win, just the fact that they don't have the titles anymore.
How'd they ever win? It was the strength of people wanting Tamina to have a belt. That's the only reason they won, wasn't it? They can't win a match. It's a damn shame.
I think the Owen Hart news got fucking Vince McMahon pissed.
I don't know. I'm just saying. She's one of the people you see put in so much work, and it's just like, damn, Natalya, you might as well take it easy. Eat a bag of chips once in a while. Just take it easy.
After the match, we got Shotzi Blackheart and Tegan Nox interrupts and looking at the tag team championship holders. So it looks like it's gonna be like a 3-way maybe.
Aren't they undefeated?
Yeah, they had beaten Natty and Tamina as well.
Like 3 times in a row.
They beat them one-on-one matches, and they beat them once as a tag team.
No, they beat them twice as a tag team.
Twice as a tag team. So they got 4 wins off of them then. I think Tamina got 1 win off of one of them.
I think so. I can't even say for sure. I don't remember.
I think she beat Nox.
Okay.
I think. Could be
I'll take your word for it, Merc, because I can't. With their current streak of losing.
Yeah.
And it's just whatever. I'm glad to see Nox and Shotzi back on television, close to the ring this time.
I think they took the tank to the wrong turn and left them stranded.
I don't know. At least they got close to the ring is all I'm saying.
Yeah. Then we go into we just talked about Naomi and Sonya Deville. That actually they have me interested in their storyline, so I'm actually interested in see what Naomi does next. With Sonya Deville, they have me intrigued. I'm very
escorted away from the ring by security.
So one thing I'll give SmackDown credit is we got like 3 female storylines going on.
Yes, sir.
Good. Let's see. And then our main event was Roman Reigns versus Montez Ford. This kind of built up because he was just talking smack and they're not being in a match. Roman and him actually had a really decent match besides him being very slippery and eating a bag of popcorn before the match.
He had butter on his hands and his shoes. The match for me was a match of moments, and it was all just it was unfortunate. First, the table said, "Nah, I'm good." Didn't want to cooperate.
I love McAfee. Was that my fat ass being on the
I love
table?
somebody made a little video of that, and then they put the in black and white. It was McAfee standing on the table, like dancing. So he's guilty. It's his fault.
It's all his fault. Even he said, "Was that my fat ass kind of breaking the table?"
So
that was actually pretty fun, but they worked.
It was good. It was. I can't just dunk on it for that. It was a good match. Like
it was.
Montez again. He ready, but some of that, like you said, he has to pick better stuff to do.
Pick different stuff to do. He does a lot of the same stuff. So I was like, add some more to your arsenal without having to do a flip.
True enough, but it's unfortunate. That's all I'm saying. Why it looked like somebody sabotaged him with the oil, because that everything that went wrong was things that he does flawlessly. Yeah. So it wasn't really his fault. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He didn't do anything. It's just it wasn't in the cards on that night.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's all.
Agree. But good match. It was a really interesting. It was still entertaining match.
Mm-hmm.
and I enjoyed it. And that's the end of Smack. And then we have Finn Balor come out as the Demon and beat the shit out of Roman Reigns.
Yes, sir. Flew at him.
Yep.
Well,
Demon,
that was after they brought the damn bloodline out there to kill Montez. So.
Yep. So he came for the save. Good stuff. SmackDown, what do you give it?
SmackDown, I give it a solid A, because everything was pretty good. The Intercontinental match was good. I thought the promos with Becky and Bianca was good. Like everything was good. Even the tiny bit of time the other girls had on.
Yeah.
I thought it was good. Like nothing was bad. So I'm happy.
I'm giving it an A too. Solid A. I think the fact that you have 3 long storylines with the women shows something. Like there's other storylines going on with the women's division. Raw can fix it a little bit, but this one for SmackDown has been easily consistent. It's been really consistent. With Carmella and Liv Morgan and Selena Vega all having a little thing. You have Naomi and Sonya Deville having a thing. Becky.
I gotta give them shit, and you know why? Because they're doing wrong by Toni Storm.
Yeah.
Former like UK champion, one of the breakout stars. Like that girl is super talented, and she could talk. And they just got her showing. Scott Steiner doesn't want to hear it. He's in the back. He's like, shut up. Just let us say hi.
Where's my nephew?
Exactly. But like, come on, we know how talented she is.
Yeah, 100%.
She's one of the most talented, and she's just in the back saying hi.
Playing air guitar with Boogs and Nakamura.
It's like I gotta give him a lot of shit for that. That's wasting a huge talent.
Yeah,
she's like right there with Rhea. Come on, man, what's up with that?
Hopefully by the draft, something will happen more for her.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. So that's SmackDown. A, you give it an A. Now we move on to AEW Rampage. You know what? I just actually finished Impact. I was watching it in silent.
Good stuff.
Josh Alexander, Ace Austin was a really good match. We got return of the Fallen Angel, Christopher Daniels, in Impact Wrestling. They did announce that there's going to be an X Division tournament coming. So there's a lot of good shit coming for Bound for Glory. That's in October.
Nice.
This dude, freaking Big Cass, powerbombing this dude's girl was fucking messed up because she's really tiny, and she glided down.
He powerbombed her like that, so he did something else.
He powerbombed her on Turning Point. And the little special, he powerbombed her, and then they just showed the replay of it, and then it looked like she just floated down because she's so tiny. It was funny. I'm just saying, Alexa Black should kick Brandy Rhodes in the head.
Can't get that close to the ring. That's what Rosario Dawson got away with. It's not fair.
Yeah, Rosario Dawson should also get kicked in the head. She has one coming. She has a receipt coming too. Let me get this AEW Rampage. So this is the second part of the Queen. So if you were here live, you actually saw this whole thing. I think the show ended around 12 o'clock, actually. So our lineup for this match. So we kicked off with CM Punk versus Hobbs.
I thought it was all right. My only issue with it was it's just like, did they need Hook? Like that's about the time it got a little messy for me. It was just like the Hook stuff.
Yeah, and that
at one point you literally had Hobbs standing in Aubrey's face, going like now, like mouthing to somebody else to obviously Hook to do his attack or get on the side. And it's like I saw that, dog.
Yeah. I didn't like that either. I agree with that. I also, that Hurricanrana was too risky, and I feel like, this dude landed on his fucking head.
He did land on his head, yeah. Hobbs did land on his head.
It was okay. It was not the Punk's better match. I think the Darby Allin one was better, but it is what it is. People were just excited to see him back in his underwear.
Yeah. But it wasn't bad, though. I didn't think it was like,
no, it wasn't that bad.
This was mad. It was awful.
No, it was just a little sloppy. And there's some risk that they should not they should really think twice for taking, especially like that Hurricanrana landing right on your head kind of shit. Those some things that you should like think about. I'm like, yeah, that don't need to be done. Maybe for a pay per view.
True that.
Yeah. Other than that was it. But then again, they treated this as a pay per view, so it is what it is.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
Jericho Hagar versus Paige and Sky.
I thought it was all right.
I was bored.
It's nothing special. That
Josh
felt like
loves
the
that
most.
Dude. Josh loves
that felt
the
like
manager.
The what's the name of the team? The something team. I forgot. You can see how much I care. I don't.
Yeah.
The MMA crew. That's all I know.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I like Josh likes the dude because he promos. He has like these fucking crazy promos and shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's good at talking, but
Yeah.
like I have no real care because I don't know who he is. So it's like whatever.
Yeah, I'm trying to get his name.
They tried to summon the shit demon last week, so.
The Men of the Year
Shout-outs
is
to
the tag team.
Yeah, the minute. No, not them. I know them. That's Scorpio Sky and Paige, but I'm talking about his little group, Tank Team or something like that.
Yeah.
Top Team.
Yeah,
I think it's called.
Yeah.
So like them, I have no idea.
American Top Team.
American Top Team. Yes, yeah. I don't know where he's from.
Yeah,
I'm sure that's a big thing. You know, he's probably some superstar, but like again, I don't know.
Lambert, that's his last name.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I didn't care for it. I thought it was a bit sloppy match. I think I got the matches mixed up though. I think the second match was the Young Bucks and Adam Cole versus Jurassic Express and Christian.
Yes.
Fun match.
Yes,
I liked it.
It was yeah. I think that was one of the matches that the type of matches that the Bucks excel at with like mad people in it.
Yeah.
And they know how to put together things and then make everybody look cool because they made Luchasaurus look like a badass. Okay. So I didn't mind that.
And then we had that other Jericho tag team I didn't care for. And then we had the HFO.
I got a problem with that match. I got a big problem with the end of that match though. With the top team.
Your top team?
When they got jumped, what the hell happened to the rest of Jericho's homies?
They were getting ready for their match.
So you can't help Jericho?
Nah, they were like, you know what, B?
And
you got this.
They were literally the next match. And
yeah.
they just sat in the back and let him get wrecked.
I know.
Are you kidding? If there's no repercussions for this, I'm going to be mad.
Yeah, you got Sammy Guevara didn't do shit. Santana Ortiz
His match
didn't
wasn't
do
even
shit.
this week, and I have to give Sammy shit because he did the commercial break.
Yeah.
He did his little card thing. So get the F out of here.
He's busy
What?
being Frigo's friend.
Yeah, and then they got beat out by Miro.
Hey, that's what you get.
Oh God! All right. I had to call that out. That was weird.
We got Anna Jay versus Penelope Ford.
I like the aggression in the beginning of the match, but it didn't really end up being that much better than last week.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with that.
I do like the beatdown though. I'm not gonna lie, because them girls using brass knuckles, it makes me laugh.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. Why are they so mean to each other? Yo. They knocked Anna Jay out, and then Takashi came out, and you were like, I wonder what's gonna happen. Is she gonna save her? Yo, she got knocked out.
I was telling Minion, my favorite part of this match is fucking Matt Hardy's interception with cutting people's hair.
True.
He just wants to shave everyone's hair. He was gonna shave Anna Jay's hair if he had a chance.
I love Anna Jay. She's awesome, but if she'd have lost her hair, I'd have been dying laughing.
Yeah. And then Suzuki's gun. Suzuki and Lance Hoyt or Archer.
Oh, Archer. Yeah.
Hoyt Archer. Hoyt, I think is Japanese name. We used anyway. John Moxley, Eddie Kingston. This was just a fucking brawl.
I like the match though. It was fun.
It was fun. It was good.
I will give credit. I think this was one of the best promos of the night though. That Eddie Kingston just losing it halfway through, be like, yo, this is my city. Yo, we gonna mess you up. Yo, get this thing. He was fighting his wife beater. Oh my god.
Yeah.
And I swear Lance Archer was trying his hardest not to laugh because he was like, Eddie, what? Ah. Yeah, it was fun. It was fun.
Oh, I forgot the HFO versus Lucha Bros and Santana Ortiz. That was actually a fun match too.
It was fun. I give it credit for that, but see, now you already got me started on that other match.
Yeah, that was actually really good. It was fun. It was what I expected. Too.
And they got to sing the song.
Yeah.
So yes.
Yeah. Dark Side of Suzuki Gun. Anyway, where you rate Rampage?
I give it a B plus.
I give it a B plus.
I give it a B plus. It's mostly because it was longer than it was. If it was less matches and if it was only certain matches, it would get like a lower score.
Yeah.
But it was a longer show that had majority good matches.
Yeah.
And again, it had some stuff I found legitimately funny. So there's that.
All right. So yeah, that's our week in wrestling. It's a lot of things to cover. Podcast we listen to. I've been trying to catch up. I listened to Renee Parquette. She had Ruby Soho and Adam Cole. Jericho also had Ruby Soho and Adam Cole. So I feel like you should just listen to whoever you prefer, because they're pretty much the same conversations.
Oh, okay, understood.
I like Renee's because she curses a lot, so she makes me laugh. But yeah, those were both really good. Adam Cole explained that what was the hardest decision of him going to AEW was the party. That was he loved it. But he was just like happy the fact that like they all still really close. He said, I talk to these guys every single day. They still do. Xavier Woods could do his Twitter, his Twitch channel. He just can't do his own Twitch.
I got you.
Yeah, because he's been on his Twitch channel quite a few times already. They're playing Halo and shit, so he was on for a few.
Yes, sir. I'm in the chugs on me. I understand.
Yeah, but yeah,
I'm just waiting for the crowd to chant chugs. Come on, man.
Yeah, that was the nicest thing. I was like, yeah, he shot out Xavier Woods and Above Down and stuff like that, and that was like a really important thing to him. So that was actually really nice to see that there was a lot of love. There's still a lot of love for Adam Cole in WWE. Him and Shawn Michaels, him and Triple H, they're all really close. So that's a really good thing to see. That this is a very positive thing for him and to move on and stuff like that. But it was really good conversations. Ruby Soho was a really good conversation too. I prefer the Renee Parquette because she gets more into certain things. Jericho just asks the basic questions and things like that. But it was actually they're both really good. She kind of explained how she got the song. And the fact of how easy she got the song because she became friends with the singer of Rancid, which made that song. And when she was trying to figure out names and stuff like that, she's like, why don't you just use Ruby Soho? And why don't you use the name? I can just make a phone call and it's yours. Simple as that.
Awesome.
Yeah. So, and yeah. She sent a lot of love to the guys, to the people behind the backstage in WWE, like Xavier Woods and stuff like that, to make her feel like home and stuff like that. So it was nice to hear too. I did listen to New Day podcast. New Day was not on it. It was RJ City and two other people that were hosting this week. So busy celebrating his title reign. So hopefully he'll be back next week. He ain't too big for this podcast no more.
Hands full of snakes.
But yeah, that was actually really good too. And then what did I listen to? Yeah, that's all I listened to. It was just a lot of shit to catch up with, and my kitty's hurt, so I didn't get a chance to really listen. So it's been good though.
Yeah, I didn't get to hear anything this week.
Yep. So, other than that, that's it. I'll leave you adieu. This is the Wrestling Babble Podcast. Follow us on all social medias. The easiest way to get our podcast is Red Cycle Link on Spotify. It's the easiest way. We get listens. As long as you listen there, we get the credit for SoundCloud and everything else that we're on. So listen on there and enjoy. You can even listen on YouTube as well on Red Cycle Link. So definitely listen any way you want. Follow me on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter. YouTube, SoundCloud, Twitch. I'll be back on Twitch. I'm gonna probably start playing Lost Judgment on Twitch maybe today, as long as Loki stays asleep. And I'll probably start Kenya, I think the game is called. It's like that new platform game. I bought it. It was like $40. I had $20 credit and I bought it for $20. So it's like okay, try this out. It looks actually really cute. So I was like, I like platformers, so I was all for it. So definitely check it out. I might have that in my Twitch as well. And then also our other podcasts. We have the Morphin Cast, we have the Shell Shock, we have the Gamer Rage podcast, and we also got the Non-Trekkie. We got new episodes coming. That's the reason why we scheduled Saturday. So we're working on it. We're working on it. And that's it. Follow Red Cycle Inc.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Make sure you follow us anywhere and everywhere. Red Cyclone Inc. That is Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram. That is YouTube. That is SoundCloud. That is Spotify. And we have a WordPress, so check it out.
Yep. Check out those Mass Effect pics.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And the videos on YouTube. I've been watching them.
I beat the game when it bugged out and I was stuck sideways, and my teammates killed Saren. What? It's on. It's caught on the video. You can't tell, but you can see my character's clearly just sideways. Like,
okay,
that game is a mess. I love it, but it's a mess.
Yeah. What's any new adventures you're gonna do next?
2. I have not done Mass Effect 2 Legendary Edition.
Oh, you just played part 2 first.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So you didn't record it. You just played it. And I know you did pictures of it, but you did that. You beat that one first, and then you went to one record. All right, cool. Yeah. So stay tuned for that. Watch it. I actually will watch the Mass Effect one today. All right. Peace out, laters, and always remember, follow the Jinkies.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He's got Rampage sandwiches.
Rampage sandwiches.
Oh, Rampage is in New York.
Sandwich?
He's got Rampage. No. He hasn't had a CM Punk sandwich yet. So.
Don't let him have them sandwiches. Y'all failing us. So do better. Do better.
He's hungry.